Since the very beginning, the screenplay has been written, every line carefully thought out. The stage, known as Planet Earth, is going through its final transformation. The actors know their lines. They have been practicing this for years. Props are about finished, and the blue beams are now in place. There is no shortage of extras. All want a piece of this pie. The clone shells have been glamorized, waiting to be possessed, appearing as messengers of light. The last makeup call will soon be heard as the wolves scramble to put on the sheep's clothing. The fence, completely empty, because the lukewarmers are starting to get cold. The directors are working out the last flaws while the world leaders give their allegiance. The world is ready. Are you? As the curtain of this age draws to a rapid closing, our desire is to work in Yahuwah's vineyard until the very end, reaching as many lost sheep of Israel as we can. The ram's horn is blowing. As believers, we must warn the coming people of the impostor and proclaim the truth, as Romans 10:14 tells us. We learn in 1 Peter 4:17 that judgment starts at the house of Yahuwah. Knowing this, we all should be working in Yahuwah's vineyard. For the reign of the heavens is like a man, a householder who went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. And when he had agreed with the workers for a silver piece a day, he sent them into his vineyard. And he went out about the third hour and saw others standing idle in the marketplace, and said to them, You too go into the vineyard, and whatever is right I shall give you. And they went. Having gone out again, about the 6th and the 9th hour, he did likewise. And, about the 11th hour, having gone out, he found others standing idle, and said to them, Why do you stand here idle all day? They said to him, Because no one hired us. He said to them, You too, go into the vineyard, and whatever is right, you shall receive. Clearly, there is work to be done in this 11th hour. Now is not the time to hide under a rock. Be salty. When the final preparations have been made, Yahuwah will need you to bear witness to the truth. Please see John 15:27. Just as Kepha went to places he did not want to go, as we read in John 21:28, us believers must also trust Yahuwah to take each member of the body of Mashiach to where we are needed the most. Yes, this means that your spouse, and, as hard as this is to say, even our children may also go to places we would not normally go. Some of us may be gathered up like lambs to the slaughter, thrown into concentration camps, also known as FEMA camps, relocation and re-education camps, while others may be taken to the high courts. Sadly, many will be handed over by their own loved ones. Yet, others will remain to see the esteem of Yahushua when he returns. Whichever your outcome may be, pray to endure until the end. Let us each take up our staff, laying down our lives, dying daily to follow our sovereign. Each of us must become a living sacrifice, producing good fruit. The body of Mashiach must seek Yahuwah and rely on him during the coming great distress. Try to prepare yourselves, physically, mentally, and spiritually, for the time is near. Certain information within this film may be found offensive to some. Therefore, if you are seeking to have your ears tickled with a lukewarm, fuzzy feeling good time, then this film is not for you. This is a ram's horn message of end-time events that may shock you to your core. Yahushua HaMashiach shook the religious establishment of his time, and we follow in his footsteps. Even if that means having no friends, being rejected, mocked, called names, and possibly putting ourselves in harm's way. We were created to bear witness to the truth, and this we must do. The body of Mashiach are told to be watchmen as we are told in Yirmiyahu, Jeremiah 6:17. If we see suspicious activity, and do nothing, the unbeliever's blood will be required of our hands, just as it has been written in Yesquiel 3:18-19 and 33:8-9. Therefore, we ask you to share this film with your loved ones, friends, neighbors, co-workers and even strangers. Share it with your synagogue, congregation, assembly, and even churches. Just get the message out there. Make as many copies of this prophetic message as you desire.